Oh, thank you. That's you. As a lot of you guys know, we're a two-piece band. Tyler wishes he could be here. He's actually off severing ties with Dema. But I had to make sure that I was here to accept this award, which I'm really proud of, mostly because I think that I'm the biggest 21 Pilots fan there is. I go to every show. I stay at the venue till the bus leaves every night. I attend every soundcheck and I go to every meet and greet. But seriously, you guys should all be up here with me accepting this because it's your award. I hate standing on this microphone, but thank you for everything you guys do. Thanks to AP for being around from the very beginning, and we love you.
Could be posting another update or even returning tonight, but most likely just another update. The next update, and probably the more interesting update, is the new letter we have from Clancy. We still don't know exactly who Clancy is, but he's very interesting. I'll read the letter from Clancy now. A lifeless night surround us each night. Never could I imagine that something so luminous could feel so dark. It's this glow that reminds us of the dreamless existence we've been sentenced to, but what I call a sentence, others accept as normalcy. How did they so efficiently eradicate the dreams within us? When the bishops instituted vialism as a mandate, they effectively reversed the hope that many arrived with. Am I the only one who realizes that we've been lied to? Am I the only one not afraid of the notion that the Nine have hijacked our trust and extinguished the hope that once motivated our existence? We used to close our eyes and picture a better life. Now the city is full of dry eyes caught in the trance of obedience, devoid of any trance of identity. The only significant light I've seen has been in the eyes of those smeared. To see bright eyes strangled by the darkness of bishop hands. As their penance fades, so dim their memories of something more. My hope of something more is all I have in this rigid tomb, and I will not let it die. Now, as always, this Clancy letter is very emotional, and it comes from the heart. Obviously, Clancy's still talking about Dema, something referred to before as a sacred municipality. Now, also added was an image of just some yellow lines and a few numbers. The date above this image translates to the 12th of January 2017, the date the boys won their Grammy. Now, thanks to some smart people on Twitter, they figured out that overlaying this image on the letter from Clancy spells out this message. We are banditos, translating to we are bandits from Spanish. Connecting this back to the last update, that audio we heard, it actually says we are banditos. We are bandits.
No, Clancy is not the character name of a grandmother or of a kid who gets beat up at school. Clancy is the name of a rebellious and articulate cryptic character who seems very vital to 21 Pilots lore in connection with their new album Trench. This might be the first time that you're hearing of Clancy if you haven't looked deeper into the story of Dema and Trench in 21 Pilots music, since Clancy was not mentioned in the album Trench, as Tyler made very clear in the first and probably last interview where he was asked about Clancy.
Is Clancy a more sort of opposite to Blurryface, a more positive, happy side to this tale? The new character and the new direction?
Interview number 1, man. I don't know. How did you know about Clancy?
Well, we had to listen to the album. We got a copy, so we've had to listen to the whole album.
Right, but Clancy's not on the record.
It's online. I've read about it.
Read about Clancy
and so on.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. Clancy's. I've heard about him, but I don't. I know we're from the same place.
Got you. Okay.
So basically, Clancy is a character on 21 Pilots' cryptic site demorg.info /found 3.1459 Clancy, whatever the site link is. We have seen this character thus far through different journal entries they has written, most of these coming during the end of the hiatus. Many people call these Clancy letters, but I wish we'd call them entries or journal entries, because it says on the very first journal entry right there that it's Clancy's journal, not letters to someone, but whatever. On this site, Clancy is trapped in Dema and seems to be critical of Dema's ways and wants to rebel and escape. Eventually he does in a photo that is labeled out, which has the in real life Dema in the back of the photo. For a long time, people were theorizing whether or not Clancy represented Tyler, Josh, or the Clique, with a few other theories, but these were the main three.
Who is Clancy? Well, we'll get to that, because first, before we can understand who Clancy is, we need to understand what the entire world itself represents. Because everything about this world and Clancy ties into what I believe to be the entire overarching narrative of this whole album. So the world within these songs and music videos seem to be a representation of the human mind trying to recover from mental illness. Tyler, as mentioned, isn't actually Clancy. Tyler is simply the protagonist of the story, or a blank slate, someone that the audience can step into the shoes of, allowing the story to be left up to interpretation and molded into our personal experiences. So the story is continued in the Nico and the Niners music video. Tyler has a rad little flower collection hidden inside a cute tiny drawer, each flower representing one of his many failed attempts to escape Dema. And that is exactly why I think this entire album is about Tyler dealing with mental health. He keeps getting pulled back into Dema every time he manages to get himself out.
Whoa. Hey everyone. How do you like my homemade 21 Pilots merch? The logo isn't in the center, which kind of annoys me. But that is not important. What is important is that 21 Pilots are going to be releasing a song tomorrow. And we get this information from I-99 Radio, who have confirmed it.
I don't know what's going on anymore. Someone else decipher the video. Ooh. Scream! Scream, boy! Scream! Yes! 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 Tyler! Josh! Yes! Wait, that means someone get pillow pilots in the gun.
I'm lighter when I'm lower.
I was like, hold up, is this Jumpsuit or Nico and the Niners? I like that his actually referencing the other song. Okay. Girl. Razor blades? All right, we go dark, bitch. Let's listen.
I'm flying from a fire, from Nico and the Niners. I'm so high, my jumpsuit takes me so high.
The West Hemisphere controlling all logic, reasoning, and intellectualization, while the East Hemisphere is responsible for artistry, creativity, and imagination. Applying this to the city of Dema, the banditos must divert their energy toward personal creation in order to escape the threshold of a place in which that is denounced. To head true east acts as a metaphor to transfer adverse energy obtained in Dema into a positive, creative force, fueling your final perimeter escape from a place in mind that one should not be. fraught with more questions. Questions about what I assume to be true, questions about what my own path is, and the question that has plagued me every night that I lie here, back in sea. Did I give up? I admit, it was more difficult than I expected. Nothing could have prepared me for how much the unknown can consume me. Vast landscapes and endless possibilities, yet coupled with endless danger. I became anxious, I became tired, I became hungry. Every step I took became harder than the last, jumping from jagged rocky step to step, or pulling myself through thick forest. It all became debilitating, and I was sure that I couldn't go on. Keones approached as the sun rose one morning. I wasn't scared. I was relieved. After all that he had taught me, his presence was the most comforting moment that I'd had in days, and I couldn't help but be happy to see him. In true Keones fashion, he wrapped his arms around me, then put his hands under my face, looked me in the eyes and said, "Clancy, child, let's go home." I've been here for a few weeks now, and while the routines of this world are comforting and certainly easier than life out there, my mind keeps bouncing between the two places. Which one is home? Are the bishops protecting me, and the torches upon the hilltops dangerous? Or is it the other way around? My dreams pull me from world to world, and I feel lost between all of it. There is still so much I do not understand.